Yeah, I don't know. I think they start making a little bit of runs. Our offense, you know, gets a little unorganized, and all of a sudden one mistakes and like it just keeps on going. Like we have to find a way to stop that. And um, when they make a little run, get organized on offense. Trying to stop the run. But it's tough. We can't have those moments in the game because if we can just keep the game at a at a distance, I feel like we can always give ourselves an opportunity to win. But when the game goes like the other way, pretty quickly like that, it's hard to recover from it.
Just watched one of your videos where you talked about patience, giving yourself and your teammates grace.
Mm.
How hard has that been for you this year?
Yeah, it's been challenging. I think uh, naturally I've always been most of the time been a part of you know like winning um and so it's hard. It's hard when you're losing. Um, I want to be the best version of myself. I wanna be better. Like I promise you, that's the first thing I do every time the game is over. It's like what can I do better? How can I be better for the team? Because at the end of the day, like all I care about is really winning and just being in a position where you feel like you're not getting the wins. It's hard. It's tough, and I have to just have a positive attitude about it. Continue to find different ways every single day to be better. Like that's what it is. It's not. I can't run from it. And I think that I think in this period of time, a lot of people run from that situation. You go hide. Like we can't hide. Like, this is the NBA. We in front of it. Like we gotta be able to tackle it and fight every single day. Just trying to get out of this situation, and for me personally, I'm just it's a hard situation because I want to win so bad, and I do everything for that, and when you don't get that, it's hard. So I have to continue to be a leader, a better leader, find ways to bring guys together. It's my fight every single day.
How does that make a game like tonight feel, where winning is very central to you, but you guys did show fight, you did have some things go better, but it didn't end it.
Yeah, I think obviously when you look at the second half, you just you know that we are capable of doing these things. So um, I think that's what makes it harder because it's like why aren't we doing it for 4 quarters, and that consistency is what's needed to win. And we've done it in the past. Obviously, we have a lot of different people out there playing, but we have to continue to aim for that. And there's no excuse that like that fight every single game. Teams are getting better around the league, and I said that the other day. It's like teams that you beat up before, they're coming for you. They don't care what your record is. They don't care who's out there playing. They don't care about none of that. They see us and you know, they want blood. So we got to be able to go out there and with that mindset in mind and fight like we did in the second half, and have that for multiple quarters. And that's the only way out of it. I think I know that it's going to end. There's going to be some good moments coming. But it's going to take us making it happen. We can't just expect the storm to end. Like we have to do something about it.
Pascal Jarris is a guy that you've obviously done a lot of work with personally. Just what did it mean to see him take a step tonight after just some of the struggles that he's gone through so far this year?
Yeah, I think which I told him is I thought today he just looked comfortable. Like I mean, obviously it's a make or miss league, right? So if you miss shots, we look at you like the worst player in the world. You make shots and you're the best thing since sliced bread, right? So it's like at the end of the day, like it is a make or miss league. But I just thought his process was really good. And I told him after the game, I think I can count the number of dribbles he had. Like he just kept the game simple. Make the right play. You open, let it fly. You don't have it, keep moving it. You make a decision to drive strong, finish. If you don't have it, pass it. Like just as simple. Like I think a lot of times as skill, when you have so much skill, like you think that you need to show it all at once. Like sometimes it just takes the simple. Like just be simple, look at the game, do what's there, and again, he made shots. So I'm sure that helps a lot. But I think the process of it is more important, because there's going to be games where you're not going to make shots. But if your process is the same and you have that energy on offense and defense, like, you can go back home and be okay with your effort out there on the court. So I thought his process was really good, his energy, and that's the way he has to play.
I wanted to dive into what you said about driving. It seemed like he got to the rim rather than taking a floater or something like that more than he has. And I know you talked to him at the beginning of the year about just having a purpose with every dribble you take. I mean, just what did you see from him tonight as far as driving the basketball? That maybe you haven't seen?
Like I said, I thought it looked simple. It looked like you make the play that's there, and when you decide to drive it, make a strong drive, and no wasted dribbles. It's something that I keep preaching to him, and I think obviously he's going through a lot, and people, I'm sure, I expected a lot of things from him, but I just feel like, I always feel like when you have the right mindset about the game, man, and you do it the right way, it always comes around, and I just feel like for him, that's what he has to do. Be free, play ball like you've been doing it your whole life. So this ain't nothing.
Do you think coming off the bench has helped him find a comfort level? Rather, I mean, it just seemed like when it was just you and him and Aaron, it seemed like he had to take a lot of shots. It seemed like does he have to force less, and has that allowed him to be in a more comfortable situation?
I don't think he has to force anything, and to me, I think that's what's gonna take him to that next step. Like, don't feel like you have to overdo it, especially the way we play. Like, you can find yourself in great positions all the time if you just keep it simple, and as you continue to grow, all the things that you have in your bag is gonna come out eventually, and you just can't force it to come out.
What do you think? What's it meant to have TJ get back and get back to health? I guess, I mean, he seems to be closer to himself. What does that do for everybody else?
TJ is a workhorse. Like, he wants to be his best self, but he forgets that you're a little older, and you had a hamstring injury, right? So it's like you want to go out there and just be TJ right away, but it takes time. So and I always try to tell them, just be patient with yourself. Like, give yourself grace, because we know what you can do, but you can't rush the process, and you're gonna get back. And I'm glad to see him blow by people, do what TJ does, but he's just getting healthy, right? So that's just what it is. And sometimes you can get caught up in makes and misses and wanting to be yourself right away, but you forget about the things that happened before.